Known as the feisty supermodel on Bravo's first season of The Real Housewives of Potomac, Katie Rost isn't shy about sharing her opinions and mixing it up with the other ladies. Now she's here to share what she's been up to. Welcome to the show, Katie Rost.
I'm so happy to be here. It's so good to be in Miami.
Isn't it though?
Yeah, it's sexy.
A little bit better
fun.
than DC at the moment, right?
It's a lot better because it was way too cold there, and I don't like cold weather. So I had to escape and come down here. I love Art Basel. Like, it's my favorite time of year.
And you were here for Art Basel.
I was in Miami for Art Basel, and I hosted an event that launched the whole week of all of these artists and people from all over the world coming to Miami and showing their creations. So I got to host an event with Mark Baptiste, who's one of my favorite photographers. He's someone who is a mentor for me. He really helped me launch my career. Like when I was 21 years old, I didn't know anything about anything. I was really awkward and sort of, giggling. And he was like, you need to, show up, He took me to Haiti on a trip in 2001, and we shot these beautiful pictures in Port-au-Prince and Jacmel. And so last night, not last night.
The days all run together when you're in Miami. It's fine.
So we got to host an event with the Haitian Heritage Museum, and it was fabulous. So we got to see all of his beautiful photographs, and I was in 4 of them, and it was
nice.
So I was very proud of myself that I was, literally hanging in a museum, photographed by Mark Baptiste.
That's awesome. So you are also supportive of the Me Too movement.
Yes, I am. So I just kind of started to learn about what that movement is, and it's become really important for me because I am someone who had a lot of abuse, sexual, psychological, within a relationship I had with someone who I've known for a very long time. And it made me very nervous thinking of coming forward and talking about that. But I was very inspired by Dr. Christine Ford, who came out during the Kavanaugh hearings, and just knowing that we went to the same school, we both went to Holton Arms. And I was always raised to sort of think that you don't put your those type of problems out there. You don't talk about that publicly, but it's something that happened to me, with a relationship that I had, and I just wanted to say, yes, me too. This did happen. And I remember when I was watching Dr. Ford talking about what happened to her when she was in high school, and the way that she spoke about the stress and the trauma as it would sort of just erupt out of nowhere, and at these different points in her life, I knew that she was telling the truth. I absolutely knew what she was talking about, and I've learned that it's a real. This is post-traumatic stress disorder, and this happens when you're abused, especially a sexual assault or something like that, and that's what I had to go through, and So I'm really, it's a freeing thing, and it's great. I'm happy that I can now say, this happened to me too. And so, if it helps anyone, to feel better about being honest about, these things that happen to a lot of women and men, especially, people who are in our industry or in the modeling industry or on television or whatever. There's a lot of abuse that can go on. And so, me too.
All right. Well, hopefully we'll get to hear more about that in the 4th season of Real Housewives of Potomac, which you're on. You're back. Can you tell us at least a little bit about what we can expect?
Okay, I can tell you that it was exciting and fun for me to be around those women again, and we have our relationships off camera and we have our relationships on camera, and so for me to sort of to be back in the mix with them was exciting, and I was nervous, because I kind of had stepped away from public life in a lot of ways, and I've moved to my family farm in Virginia. I have a new relationship. I was kind of being very private about things. So now I'm sort of putting myself back into this crazy little circle of friends.
And you also have some other big news to share. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Right. Well, because we're friends on Instagram.
Yes.
I don't know what I was thinking. I think it was I had baby brain. So I posted one, right after I peed on the little stick.
You
I was like, I'm very confused. Am I pregnant or am I not pregnant? Like, I felt like a 16-year-old, like, oh God, hopefully not. But, you know, like, what is this? What does this mean? And people are like, maybe, you know, take another test.
And so are you?
I am. So then I took another test, and then I went to a doctor, which is a better way to go, you know.
So congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah. So, and I have a great relationship and a nice baby daddy who hopefully will be my husband.
I love
soon,
that. Yes,
you know,
I
before
hope
the
so
kid
too.
is born. You know. Nope. I'm not going to do crazy pressure like I did the last time you saw me on
All
television.
right.
No
Where can
pressure.
people go if they want to keep up with you and everything that you're doing?
I'm on I'm visual. You know,
Okay.
I love pictures. So I'm on Instagram. I'm at MS Katie Rost, and which is Miss.
Okay.
Maybe it'll turn to MRS.
All right, cool. Well, Katie, thank you so much for joining us, and we can't wait to see what the new season of Real Housewives of Potomac brings, and you'll have to come back.
I will.
All right.
It'll be fun.
Thank you. More Daily Flash shenanigans coming up next.